What there definitely is an Italian one.
Hold on. Is there a slur for black men? What do you think that is?
I'm not sure. I
don't think there is one.
Spick is Mexican. Dodhead is Indian. There's also like raghead.
But there's nothing for black
head.
people.
Not a single one. I don't think there ever was one, honestly.
Is there any hate for black people?
Is there?
Like, I think just everyone likes them.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Hey guys, I have a question. You know how like some girls like see guys and you're like, he's not good looking, but he gets a lot of girls for some reason, and it's because of his personality or whatever.
Yeah.
Is there any equivalent for girls? Like, have you ever saw a girl where she would be ugly if it wasn't for her personality? Because I don't think I've ever had that happen.
No.
Right? Isn't that weird,
I've seen
though?
girls that were, like, average, but their personality...
But we're not talking average. We're talking about fugly-ass motherfuckers that you then thought was attractive.
I haven't
See, there's been girls that were super attractive, but the moment I saw their personality was shit, they became ugly to me.
Exactly.
But
it always happens
I've never seen an ugly girl that I was like...
Why do you think that is?
Because I think because our mindset is like...
You almost stepped on a bomb right now. Because they're
No, because I think because we have such a mind... that would have been...
I think you're right, Jay.
No, because I think there's like a mindset where they have to be like a certain whatever, and personality won't do it.
Oh boy, I think
because
right.
Think about it. Like if you think of like say like a Viking, I think in the retrospect of being quote unquote handsome, they're more of like disgusting brutes.
Right.
But if a girl's really into like beefy dudes who could beat the fuck out of someone with nothing, then I'm their man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you.
But I've never been like, oh, I'm really cool. I really like girls with fucking hammer thumbs. Like that's no. Like there's not a single guy.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I know you're single. Are you looking for a guy?
Think about it. Have you ever
who can destroy another man?
Have you ever
with his bare hands? I know a
guy. Have you ever seen like a porn of a genuinely ugly girl in it? No, you haven't.
Never.
Because no one's gonna hire them because they know it won't sell.
Ones I thought were.
But was it a fetish thing? Because if it was a fetish thing, that's
because
different.
your standards are through the roof. Shut up. This man got a Tinder and he's had it for like 3 weeks and he hasn't done anything.
He's been on it every day for 3 weeks.
But he hasn't gone out with one girl.
I've had it for 3 weeks. I've had it for like 1.
Has it been 1?
It's close enough.
I would say closer to 2.
I would say closer.
You had it before I had.
I refuse to believe it.
I would say
I've had a job for almost a week. You've had it before I had. The
I would
job.
say closer
to
too long without going out with anyone.
Shut up. The ones I matched unmatched me.
Whose fault is that, Justin?
Hold on,
Whose fault
is it worse that I haven't gotten a match, or is it worse that he unmatches or gets unmatched by every
How many
girl
matches have you gotten? Do you know?
Like, more than 1.
Probably
that's all
10 by now.
At least
and
2.
He's either unmatched them or
I'm taking my socks
they
off
unmatched him.
Right.
I want to arguably say that's worse than not getting matched at all.
Oh, that might be
because I'm
true.
much more personality guy than I am like what a hot motherfucker.
Yeah, honestly, I'm boring as fuck.
I can agree. Daniel, can you
no, he's not wrong.
Okay, yeah.
So, girls, if you're looking for something really boring,
if
you want me to talk to you about like your education and your work and not get into any details about your passions, hit your boy up.
Oh my god.
You'll be sleeping by the
But
time
here's
we're
the
done.
thing. He's super hot.
Yeah. Sounds about right. You kicked the mic.
I was like preparing to make a noise. And
you kicked it.
Your tongue was so close to the microphone, but nobody knows now.
I was literally about to like lick the mic.
You kicked it.
I feel like there should be a noise now.
I was gonna.
Should I make a noise for the audience? Oh my god.
I'll give that like a 3 or 4.
A 3 or 4. Out of 10. Shit. No.
What do you think it was gonna be out of 5?
I'd give that a almost has lung cancer out of 10. Like so close. Like really, really close to having lung
Yo, I
cancer.
shouldn't have wore sweatpants.
I'm sweating. So my room gets super duper hot. As in, like, what does that say? It's 82 degrees in my room, and we have all the fans off, so the mic doesn't pick it up.
So hold on, let me.
And my computer's super hot.
Let me just put this in perspective. 90% of his room is just his computer, and we're in this tiny, tiny corner.
And it's just 3 dudes sweating to death in a room together.
We're like huddling near the massive fans this thing needs to keep cool.
And my windows are open too, and it just doesn't help.
We're actually outside in a tent, and it's 40 degrees, but it's still 90 in this tent.
I feel like we mentioned this on the episodes too. Of like
every single time.
Yeah, because it gets even hotter when we're playing games.
Yeah, because when we're playing games, my computer has to actually do stuff. So it starts to like super heat up and it gets like 90 degrees.
That's the same with me when I have to do anything.
One day we need to just take a picture of all of us drenched in sweat.
Just naked.
Yeah, and just the pool of water.
We're also naked. Yeah. I forgot to mention.
Unblurred, uncensored.
Yeah, that's why there's no visual.
We'll have one gameplay where it's on Pornhub, but we're all just naked playing the game. It'll be the Pornhub episode.
But there's no intercourse involved.
No, it's just on Pornhub.
Yo, so brings up a question: Will you guys ever upload a video of yourself to like Pornhub or XM?
Would I?
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Like
I think
of you fucking. Like,
hold on.
Your face has to be in it.
I'm fully down, but the issue is the girl has to be cool with it. I don't know. That's really weird. Okay. It depends where I am in
Hold on. How much am I getting paid for it?
Nothing. You're not getting paid.
You're doing it.
It's just for fun.
Yeah. You're just doing.
You're gonna be like one of those fat old middle-aged dude that's
your face has to be in it. Your face has to be in it.
See, I'm not gonna be fat.
No. Your face has to be in it though.
Yeah.
Like
I want
like people would know it was okay.
Who are you doing?
I think
anyone.
See, here's I guess
you could be doing Kanye West for
in
all
general.
I care.
Not if it's Kanye West.
You have to do Kanye West, and that's I'm in. It's Kanye West, dude. You know how famous I would get?
That's true.
One guy who fucked Kanye.
You might get free Yeezys if you do them.
Yo.
Oh, if Yeezys are involved.
Yo.
I might change. No, never.
Money, not his Yeezys.
You can get money.
I want his dick. I want his Yeezy.
He wants my dick.
Yo, shout out to Young Dagger Dick.
Question: would Yeezys be involved
in
the
Yeezys?
actions occurring?
Yo, yes.
No,
you have to shove Yeezys in your asshole.
Yeah, but both of you are wearing Yeezys.
It's actually a Yeezy advertisement.
Okay.
But
everything's covered by Yeezys.
So the first thing you see are 2 feet, like your feet and then his feet, and it's Yeezys. And then the camera starts at the ground, and as it rolls up, it's just you fucking Kanye West.
But he's like holding a Yeezy.
And he's holding Yeezys and a Gatorade. And it's a Gatorade Yeezy.
That just gave me the like.
And you're like sweating the colors while you're fucking. It's like drenched everywhere.
That just gave me the mental image of like. I want someone to have a full like. What do you call like a line of advertisements, like just a series of advertisements they did, but with like people that are naked, but in the biggest, clunkiest shoes they could find, and that's all they're wearing. Think about how weird that would be if someone was completely naked, but only wearing like huge ass.
Have you ever been naked and only wearing shoes?
No.
It's the weirdest feeling.
Why would I ever be naked?
So hold on.
Have you ever fucked up tied?
Have you ever
like
just
naked?
streaked?
You never streaked? Have you ever streaked?
No.
Like you've never been just naked?
I've known a
Jake,
really.
We're slowly
Okay, hold
finding
on.
out how much more freaky you are.
Oh, you don't know anything.
Okay, hold on. I know.
And I don't want my parents to know, so don't watch this.
Hey,
Jake's
parents.
Mom, stop watching.
No, stop.
Click away.
Stop right now. This is already. How far are we?
Stop making that joke because we have videos we haven't even.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I know this really, really like quiet girl who's in my like high school youth group, but as soon as she got to college, like one of the first things she did was just go streaking with a bunch of people because she's just like was curious. I was like, oh my god.
Or is that just like a one-time deal?
She like tries stuff. She's like freaky
is she open for anything?
She's like
do you have
freaky
digits?
in
Do
the
you have
way.
her number?
Can I have digits?
Oh god. What have I done? She's like freaky in a way that a scientist would be
is it
freaky.
in that group that we've been to like
so
one
she's
time?
like
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
She's
maybe.
like experimental.
No, remember that one time after class we like.
But not like super.
We went with you to
so
get.
she wouldn't like go stick like her finger up a homeless man's butt just for a dare.
Just to try it?
Probably not.
But what?
I mean, I actually don't know.
Hold on, is it the group that we went to one time where we were promised pizza and there wasn't pizza? Was it that group?
No, that's the one.
Okay, yeah.
You're talking.
Oh no, not that group.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because I was gonna say
there was food there though.
There were some
there were
girls
sandwiches
in that class.
Yeah, there was some mayo.
Wait, I think what's funny. Whatever.
He doesn't understand. It's okay. It's
no,
okay.
hold on. Well, I meant to. Whatever. You know what I meant. That's all that matters. No, remember
okay. Hold on. Just to explain, this is like a youth group.
Yeah,
but
that means
whatever.
It's
I
like
learned things, so it's a class.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So it's funny that we went there because we were just talking about I'm trying to remember. We were talking about the comedian for Parks and Recreations, who pretended to be like a born-again Christian to get with a girl.
Fucking Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman.
Yeah,
and we thought it was funny because we were just talking about like the day or two before, and then we went to that group.
And both considered it.
And we both saw like hot chicks, and we considered like, what if we just pretended to be born-again Christians to get with these girls?
Yeah, okay.
Like
so
we kept going to this club.
Exactly.
If you guys ever read Nick Offerman's Paddle Your Own Canoe plug.
Plug.
It's a great
plug.
book. He talks about how...
link won't be in the description.
It won't be the name of this episode.
I haven't read it in a while, so I might remember this weird. But he talks about how, like, hella people in his church would just, like, come and, like, pretend that they were, like, praising God to, like, fuck these hot chicks that were in the church.
People did that?
Yeah.
Is that what he was saying?
People still do that. We thought about doing that. So obviously people do it.
But he was, like, he described it very well. And then he did it and ended up having, like, a hella long relationship with this woman until they went to college. And then he, like, was questioning his religion, and she was, like, questioning it, but, like, more towards the side of going towards it, and he was going
Didn't he, like,
it.
do it, like, he started off just to get with this girl, and then kind of fell into it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he was like, oh, yeah, this was a joke at first. Like, he, like,
I
got into it.
don't think he thought
Not
it was
a joke,
yeah.
but he got into it at first for one thing, and it ended up becoming, like, a whole...
Is he a Christian now?
I don't think he's anything
I think
now.
he's... I don't know.
Probably not, I would imagine.
I think he said
I haven't read the book in, like, a couple months. So I don't remember, like, all the
Do you have this? Or is it a...
It's on my Kindle.
Let's Google it right fucking now.
A physical book. I have 2 books right now. I need to get through them.
Yo, Jake's all about the physical.
Hella working. Yeah,
I'm
all about physical everything.
Physically fit. Physically physical.
Okay, so the story I was going to tell you guys. So I started working at this place,
Ludfine.
And so a story I told these guys I was going to say. So I like stock shelves and stuff like that. So I was stocking freezer stuff, which is like, you know, all those foods or whatever.
Do you wear gloves?
No, I do if I'm in the freezer and it's super cold, but usually it feels good to me, especially when we're in a 90-degree room. I'd love to be in that cold right now. But so I was just stocking stuff, and this girl like was next to me, and I have a shopping cart to put the cardboard in.
Wait, is it a customer?
It was a customer, yeah. So I was like, you know, I say, "Oh, sorry, excuse me," to like every customer when they're by me because I have to move the shopping cart.
Right.
To stay out of their way because I was like right next to where the doors were.
Yeah.
So I said, "Oh, excuse me, sorry about that." And she was maybe like 25 or something like that, and she was just like, "It's okay, you can stand in front of me all day. You're really cute." And then she started walking away, and I had like a bit of a smile on my face because I was like, "I'll take that." And then she was like, as she was walking away, she was like, "Oh, you're probably like, oh, did she just say that?" And I was like, "Okay." And she wasn't ugly, but she just wasn't my cup of tea. I just want to get that straight. I didn't think she was ugly or anything.
But you didn't want to pursue this.
I didn't want to pursue it. So as I was working, I realized that there's like the alcohol at the end of where the freezer aisle is. So she was like floating around alcohol and kept like looking at me. And I was like, okay, confidence booster, whether you do or do not are attracted to this person. Being called attractive is always good to get compliments.
Yeah.
But then she kept walking in like through the aisle on the phone. I don't know if she was actually pretending to talk about someone or really talking to someone. But it got to the point where when I would take the food and would walk down the aisle to put it away, she would be at the other end of the aisle pretending to look at stuff and like ghost follow me. So wherever I was on one side of the aisle, she was walking back and forth like with me.
Oh my god.
And it got super weird because she did this for like maybe 45 minutes.
Oh
I got almost all the way
god.
through my float before she like left. It was super weird. And I know... And the way it started, actually, before that even happened, she came up to me. The freezer aisle's right next to where the bathrooms are. And there's a big sign for the bathrooms. She came up to me and asked, "Do you know where the bathrooms are?" I was like, I turned around.
You just like turned around and slowly pointed.
I turned around to point, and she was like, "Oh, that was so stupid of me. They're right there." So then everything that happened right after that. So it was like 45 minutes, and I didn't know if she left or not, and I wanted to tell one of my coworkers because I thought it was hilarious. So I had to wait for her to make sure that she wasn't there, because obviously I wasn't gonna like talk garbage about customers, and there wasn't anything bad. I just thought it was super weird and super funny all at the same time that she was like ghost following me.
What did you just do?
Justin just smacked his leg on the pole.
Look at that clip right there.
I asked him to not hit several times.
He did exactly what he...
Oh my god.
I just hit my pinky toe too.
Those damn black kids.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo, that...
Alright, hold on. Wait, was there anything more to the story?
Yeah, I forgot. One of the times when she was, like, ghost following me, she was, like, right next to me, and I was bent over, like, putting stuff in the freezer. So an older gentleman walked down the aisle, and she was like, "Oh, do you need help looking for something? I don't work here, but you look kind of confused." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for the shrimp or whatever." And she was like, "Oh, he works here. He can help you." So, like, she involved me in something.
That's so weird.
So she was like, "Could you help him for me, please?" And I was like, "Well, of course," or whatever. Like, I wouldn't not help a customer.
Well, yeah, duh.
So I got up and, like, helped him to the shrimp. And then when I walked back, she was like, "Thank you for that." And I was like, "Yeah, of course." But I just thought it was weird that she, like...
It's so strange.
Like, had I gotten up and noticed he was confused, I would have asked him anyways.
Yeah, no.
But I was stocking stuff. So she, like, purposely, like, tried to involve... It was really weird situation overall.
Wow.
And it would have been one of those things that, I would have been... If I was, like, more attracted or interested... It wouldn't have been weird because she wouldn't have been following me. Maybe.
See, that's it. Like, if she was attractive, like if you're attractive,
well, not like she was ugly, not ugly. It was one of those things that if I wanted to pursue, I would have pursued, and it would have been obvious. But I made it very blatantly obvious that I wasn't interested by not talking to her or doing whatever I was doing, not ignoring her, but just whatever. But she kept like being weirdly persistent about it. And it was so strange. And then when she
nothing like that has ever happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's only something you would probably get at like a grocery store. Because I worked retail for 3 years and I never got anything weird like that.
Yeah,
that was the first time.
That just kind of a thought kind of crossed my head that like a lot of females probably actually have to deal with stuff like that.
See, and okay, so actually,
all the time.
Now that you brought that up,
sure.
I forgot. I thought about it because I thought about that afterwards. I was like, I can't complain because. This is the first time this ever happened to me in my life. Girls probably get this several days on the regular.
Oh, yeah.
So my thought process was, I mean, I'm not that I would complain about it anyways, but I just thought it was weird. Like, such a weird situation.
No, 100%
that I never had dealt with before, that girls get on the regular. So it's weird to be in that situation.
Okay, so that brought me to the thing. I work at Paris Teeter. Fucking so so have you ever
hold on, is it in Europe? Is it
yeah,
is it near London?
It's in France.
Harry Cooter. I love that story. So have you ever had like customers that like come back, but it seems like they've been there for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, no.
Like, how do you take that long?
So here's my thing. When I worked all 3 of my retail jobs, PacSun, Zoomies, and Hot Topic were all in the same mall. So I would see the same people a lot, but they wouldn't, recognize me. I only recognized them because I've seen them a bunch of times. But there were times where I think especially Zoomies, because it's towards the front of the main entrance. I know how long people stayed at the mall because that would be their first and last thing out. Because Zoomies is super expensive. So especially if they were looking for shoes, they would come in, they would look for shoes, and I'd have to like shove product down their throat because that was my job. And then they'd leave. And if they didn't find their shoes anywhere else, they'd come back and get them there.
Right.
But it usually wouldn't be till like 2.5, 3 hours later. So I would have already like worked most of my shift, went on a half hour, came back, and then they'd be back for shoes. Like I don't know how people spend so long at the mall.
It's
doing nothing.
Really crazy.
Like unless someone, and it wasn't like, it was like midsummer. No one was going Christmas shopping or anything.
Yeah, 100%.
I walk around the mall when I hang out with my friends.
But it's weird because these people are coming for a specific item and they're there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And there's only in that mall there were only 3 places that sold shoes.
Like exactly why.
And
you're
I worked
here.
at 2 of them.
Sorry, let me correct that. I don't hang out with my friends at the mall. I hit on girls at the mall. Just so you guys know,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking deviant.
Yeah.
Don't come near me.
Rebel.
I'm creepy as fuck. I will breathe down your neck and follow you around aisles.
I think it's
Justin is also 48, just in case anyone's wondering.
Okay, so I was playing, like, way back when. This was when I was 16. I was playing Counter-Strike, and I get on a server, and I was, like talking to people like I normally do. And it's some fucking, like, 12-year-old voice just comes on the mic and goes, "You sound like you're 54. How old are you?"
Oh my god.
That's such a specific number.
You sound like you're 84.
And I was like, "I'm fucking 16," and they were like, "No."
Dude, they just... I think when you're young, when you hear a deep voice, you just assume they're old as
My
fuck.
voice isn't deep.
I know.
But
it's one
but
of
it
those
was
things-
when you were
But
16.
think about it. I remember when I
fucking reverse.
I remember when I remember when I went into like 9th grade, I saw a senior and I was like, they're old as shit. And now I'm in college and I see a senior, I'm like, you're young as
Babby?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
like, you're
100%.
Yo, have you noticed how big teenagers' heads are compared to their body?
Yeah,
It's the
weird.
weirdest thing.
Have you noticed?
Don't notice
Have you
it when
noticed
you're a
that? Have you
teenager.
noticed that like the generations coming up have been getting more and more mature, but not in a good way? Because think about it. When
You
I
mean
was
like
in,
12-year-olds having huge tits?
yeah, well, no, not like physically. I mean, like when I was in 8th grade, I didn't really, fashion really meant nothing to me. I just if I played a video game and it was fun, that's all I gave a fuck about. Whether I was in school, out of school. But now it's like a good example is the Cash Me Outside girl, where like she's more mature in the sense of she knows more worldly things, quote unquote. But she's not all right. So
I wouldn't
more
consider that maturity.
not mature. I don't know. Like they're not as
They
like,
know more.
They lose their like youngness now. Like
They
don't
care
play
more
like when I was 13 I was playing wall ball every day at the park. Now 13-year-olds are walking around taking Snapchats and being like the coolest kid ever.
No,
that's
yeah,
just-
it's so
so it's
weird to
totally
think about
different.
because, okay, if you think about it, when we were growing up, we didn't have smartphones. And that's so,
Yeah.
like, when I was growing up. But,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's true. The smartphone came out in
and
2007.
even with
Like,
smartphones,
that was,
we
like...
probably
I had a-
still would have like
I got a
still would have been playing
BlackBerry
wall ball.
Storm when I was like 13.
I was playing wall ball. I bought my own my first smartphone. I bought myself. Like
Yeah.
I bought the iPhone 4.
Yo,
like
you
the
ballin'.
brick, son.
Yeah.
Because I was a referee, not an umpire. I don't know. I said referee for baseball. So I made like bank all summer, saved up for my first smartphone.
Do you get paid for that?
Yeah, for the
Because it's like a ref, right?
And then I was an umpire for like the little league. And then
Oh.
after that, I took care of like the bases. Like I was the one who roamed the strips and stuff like that, and took care of the fields. That was a really
Nice.
fun job.
I was going to say...
I made $1,500 doing that for the summer. But what pissed me off is the guy I was working with. He just came. Sometimes he wouldn't even show up, and he came high like every time and never helped. And I had 2 friends. Shout out to my boys. I won't name because I don't know if they give a shit. But I'll
Shout
say
out,
Tim.
Tim.
I know Tim will take the shout out. My boy Tim and my other friend.
Tim.
We'll call him Ike. They both
That's his real name.
They both helped me. They both helped me a lot on the days that he wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
And what sucked is the guy who was in charge of the money for getting paid was that guy's dad. So it was $3,000 in the budget. So I got $1,500 and that kid got $1,500. But I told my friends that I would help them, that I would give them money for helping me. So I gave them both like $250 or something like that. So I took like a third of my money and gave it out to them because like they helped me and they deserved it. So it kind of sucked that kid got the same as much as I did.
Yeah.
Even though
100%.
my 2 friends did way more work than he did, and he didn't even show up half the time.
Yo, parents enabling their shitty kids is the worst.
It sucks. And what sucks more is the dad's cool. Like I like the dad, he's cool, but it was just like it was a shitty situation all the way around.
No, that's the worst when someone gets paid like the same amount for doing less work.
Yeah,
Fucking
it was
Hold on, I'm going to ring this back in to what we were talking about.
okay.
bring it.
Like,
Bring it in, boy.
but like, can you imagine having access to like an iPad or an iPhone
As
for
a
your
kid?
entire life? Yeah.
You know,
You can look up anything.
I
That's
think
instant
and I think-
knowledge about
here's the thing
every
what's
single
weird.
thing.
We're
on
in
here.
such a shitty like. Here's like the way I think of it. When it comes to being alive physically, this is the best time to be alive with all the technology.
Yeah.
Like we could probably keep someone alive for 150 years easily if we really wanted to. Like if someone took care of themselves for whatever.
Yeah.
But when it comes to socially, this is the shittiest time to be alive.
Yeah.
In the sense that you have all of these fucking movements that people just make up, whatever.
I think that depends.
Yeah,
And
well-
some of them are good, don't get me wrong, but some of them are so BS. And here's my my theory on that, which is like humans are so we're like, you know, our systems are meant for being not traumatized, but being in some sort of conflict. So we always are ready to like fix a problem or whatever. But we've been in such a stretch of not having a serious problem for so long that people just make shit up now. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're so
That kind of makes sense.
Because until now, there's been shit like the Black Plague, like not having medical, like you always like the medical technology we have now. So you always have to worry about something. Our brains are so used to worrying about something that when you don't have something to worry about, you make shit up.
I think.
And I don't think I don't think like, oh, Eddie over there is making stuff up. I think our brain, like us growing up, like just the human race itself, starts creating problems because we live in such an easy to live time that we create problems and shit that means nothing.
I don't think it's necessarily creating problems. I think it's like people are hyper focused in on things that wouldn't have mattered to them before, but now they have time to worry about that. But at the same time, when they hyper focus on those problems, it kind of like fucking blows them out of.
Well,
like,
not only that,
proportion.
but I think when someone pays too much attention to one problem, they become the problem. Where, like, for instance, the LGBTQ community, where a lot of it is don't see us as a different thing, but they consider themselves a community where they separate themselves.
Well,
and I see that as one of those things where it's like, you know, you can't say we're normal, like, and I'm trying to think of a good way to word it, where, because I know some people.
Well, okay, a lot of that stuff,
because I know some people are like, I don't like that people identify me as gay where I'm just a person. But then every post they post is like, oh, we're just a gay couple over here. Where then they separate themselves. So I think in a sense it's kind of just like...
Yeah, but okay, hold on. I think a lot of that problem is like people don't like fully know like their identity. So like I think that whole thing is just looking for something to latch on to.
And I'm not like against the LGBT community. Like I think it's good that people are like in a community where they can help each other through things. But I think it's when you get to like the somewhat radical sense where they're just like, this person hates this person's super homophobic and hates this. It's like for me specifically, it's like if you tell me about all these things, I could honestly care less. Do what you're gonna do. It means nothing to me.
Yeah, but the thing for them like is, or I don't know because I'm not.
They kind of single themselves out.
Okay,
almost.
But sometimes you have to band together as a community to support a cause. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. People like saying like labeling themselves. Yeah,
and I don't mean to go against like the whole group, but I mean like specific people like, in a sense, single themselves out as gay, and then they'll say, "Don't single me out as gay." Yet every post they make is "I'm gay."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they don't see it.
Yeah, like, and they're just like why are you labeling me as this? Because you label yourself as it. Like, you know what I mean?
You could also flip that around and say that they're trying to be prideful.
Yeah, but here's my thing. If I say I'm really proud to be a straight white male, someone's gonna shit on my life and be like, "Why are you saying that? Check your privilege." But it's like, why can't I be? You know, like I think
what privilege?
Yeah, it's so hard to talk about. And it sucks that these are just words. What am I saying?
No, I understand because like you can't really talk about this because people will get so freaked out.
And I don't like. And if you're offended, you're offended. I honestly could care less.
I'm offended.
Oh, but you're black and straight.
Yeah, I'm black.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm
anything.
offended that you're not a straight white male. Justin.
Check my privilege.
What privilege? In this world, apparently you have none.
0.
Nah, but I see every... I try to look at every movement and see what they're trying to do with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, the universe doesn't give two shits about our problems. So...
True. I just realized this is such a serious topic for the first half hour of our
That's
first
okay.
podcast.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
It's all right.
Let's talk about some penises.
Let's talk about some cocks.
Okay, hold on. Have you ever heard of Maslow's Tower or Maslow's Pyramid or whatever?
That sounds really familiar.
Is this about penis?
No, it's like... Yes.
If there's not at least 20% cock conversation, then we haven't done our dues.
We're going to rename it Maslow's Penis. Okay? Go ahead.
It's on the bottom of it.
Is that what Maslow called his dick?
Yeah.
His pyramid?
on the bottom of Maslow's penis. Go ahead.
I'm leaving. No, okay, so it's basically like the theory of what people need, and so like on the bottom is like hunger and like survival and stuff, and then like a little higher than that is like sex and like that like satisfying that need and like those types of things. And then
like
the very top, yeah, it's like
it's like what makes you
stuff.
different from other people.
Yeah, your individualization.
Yeah. I briefly remember learning about this.
Society now, or at least in America and Europe and more like
we're all about the top.
Because we're talking about stuff, and this is very specific to like societies that are actually this far. Like there are places in Africa where it's like nobody has a phone. And it's, like, actually amazing, like, how...
Yo, I actually watched, like, it's a quick off-topic thing. I actually watched, like, some, I can't remember what I watched it on, but this dude brought, like, bars of chocolate to, like, a little farming, like, village in Africa, and they were, like, fucking freaking out.
Yo, that's not good to do.
No, because they processed they harvested, like, the cocoa there. But they never got to taste what their cocoa came into. Got made into. So he brought it there to be like, hey, this is what we use your stuff for.
And they were like, what?
But okay, see, a lot of people don't think about like when they bring stuff in. Like well, I'm not saying that that was kind of different because that's what they're making there.
Yeah.
But like when someone brings a phone or something like that to something
that might
somewhere
not
like
be
that,
what they needed.
It's like they're happy. Like a lot of people don't realize they're happy because they don't know what they don't have.
So something I think it was Tom's. You guys know the shoe Tom's.
Yeah.
They had a thing for a while. I could be wrong. I don't mean to like call out Tom's, but or whatever brand it was. They had a thing where it was like, if you buy one pair of shoes, we send one pair to Africa. But the thing about that is like people in Africa didn't want those shoes. It was just like some BS way.
And not everyone's gonna fight over that one pair of shoes.
Not even that. But they were like, we send blah 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 amount of shoes over to Africa a year. But when they send it over to Africa, no one over wants the shoes. Like it's like some BS way they get you to buy shoes. But when they send them over, like no one wants them or something like that. So then they just like take them back and sell them. There's some weird thing about that.
That brings up a question. Do you think human advancement is necessary?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think it's necessary?
Like, do you think technology and convenience is necessary?
That we need to keep advancing in making it easier for us to achieve our needs, or is it going to get to a point where because I think
the only reason why I'd be against the idea of advancement is we would then need to get rid of money.
Okay, here's the thing.
Because because the idea, like, did you guys hear about the Amazon store thing? We were talking about this briefly when we picked you up at Harry Cooter, where there's this Amazon shop that they're making. It's a grocery store. So you walk in with your phone, and any item that you pick up in the store, it like your phone will like recognize it. Even if you put it back on the shelf, you could take it. Like, there's really cool stuff. And then when you leave the store, it automatically like pays for your stuff through Amazon, so you never have to go to like a clerk. But now 20 jobs are gone because they don't need clerks. They might need people to think about. There's
like maintenance and
stuff. They
might
need maintenance, but then that means, there might be 100 people that could make a clerk job, but there might only be 10 people that can make the maintenance job.
But I don't think
so. Now they take it so where instead of it just being like me, anyone could be a stalker. Like, my job's not rare. Like, you could do it. You do it. So it's like, but then when you get to things where everything's so specific, now if someone doesn't have this amount of education, they can't get this job, which we're actually suffering now, because now it's like, you used to only need a high school education to get this huge lot of jobs. Now you need at least 2 years or 4 years or 6 years of college. So it gets to the point where in order to get this job, you have to now get this much education, but you need that job to afford this education. So it's like totally fucked in that sense.
It's kind of the question of like whether you would prefer that or like this like happy village in Africa where you make a home out of whatever you can find.
Yeah,
so like,
let me bring this up real quick. Okay, so there was a study, I can't remember exactly what the amount was, but there was a certain income that if you went past it, like there was a certain income that you could be happy with that income, but if you went past it, there was no rise in happiness. So there was a certain level to where if you kept making money, there wasn't a point to it. So I'm wondering if there might be a point to human advancement to where our happiness kind of just like...
Well, I think...
Like stops advancing.
I think we're pretty close, to be honest, in the sense that, our smartphones can only go so far, do you know what I mean? They can make them advance to the point where they look fancy, and you can play like, Far Cry 4 on your phone. But that won't make anyone necessarily happier. It just makes things easier.
I'm waiting for my brain.
So think about it. What we do with CGI in movies, that's as pretty much as creative as we can be with the technology we have now for then. So like you can be like, 100 years ago they never thought you could have like, your phone. You have like pictures on your phone and stuff like that. They didn't even think a phone could exist back then.
I never thought McDonald's would have black burger buns.
See, yeah.
So that was Burger King. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that was the Halloween stuff. It was making
yeah.
people like shit green. It was gross as hell.
Yeah.
Did you see? Yeah, people would be like, yeah. If you
Well,
eat these,
it's their fault for
if
eating
you
at
eat
Burger
these
King.
burgers.
Yo,
I
McDonald's
like
in
Burger
Japan
King.
has been
2
doing
for
that
$5
for a
chicken
hell of a
sandwich
long
at
time,
Burger
though.
King is super.
Yeah, and you
good.
can also get like 20 nuggets for $1, but they're shit.
Yo,
They're
McDonald's
so bad.
chicken nuggets.
They taste
are
like egg rolls
Yo,
for some
every
reason.
McNugget at McDonald's is basically a bag of chips. It's like 80% air, 20% meat.
And that's why I think that humans should advance.
And that's why humans should advance. So when I pay $3 for a bag of chips, I don't get 80% air.
Exactly.
Like Pringles got it.
Like we're going in the wrong direction. We're going technology. We need to be thinking food here.
Yeah. Why aren't we thinking food?
Oh,
we
the
are
real
thinking
question.
food in the wrong way because we're 90% of what we eat is just like preservatives.
But
That's
it tastes good.
That's why
That's
cancer
another thing.
exists.
Is human advancement necessarily going in the right direction?
No.
Okay.
Cancer didn't exist in the Black Age.
Because when what?
Cancer didn't exist in the Black Age. Like the fucking when people used to cut your arm.
Yeah, but people
used
didn't
to
know
cut
why
your
the
arm off because you got a paper cut.
People didn't know why the fuck they died back then.
Yeah, but
It's not
I
that
d-
cancer didn't exist.
Yeah.
It's
No,
that they
I
didn't know what it was.
doubt it existed because they didn't have weird ass chemicals that were human made to like make your.
Now we're just
cells
talking about
fuck
stuff
up.
we don't know.
Well,
about.
that's another.
I'm just
debate,
gonna
but
assume there wasn't
what I
cancer.
what I was
Like AIDS didn't exist back
What-
then, and we know this because no one fucked monkeys.
what I was
back
gonna
then.
say is when we talk about advancement of technology, all I ever hear is the talk of advancement. Not if we're advancing in the right direction, but the talk of this was created.
Well, I
this
think
was
it's a
invented.
trial error type
but-
deal.
But it could be.
Yeah, how do you know what's the right direction?
I know.
You
but
don't.
I'm saying
If you go in the future,
It's
you will.
really it's kind of weird to me that it could be that we're stacking up the advancement that could be going towards a direction where we're completely fucking ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, like, to bring it back to what I was saying about Maslow's like pyramid or whatever,
Yeah.
like we've already got like the bottom layers covered.
Yeah.
Like we're
And
good.
we'll
Like
never-
we never have to
Unless
worry
we
about.
have like a fallout, we'll never have to worry about those ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
I think what's crazy
I've
is how
never had
people-
to worry about
I think what's
starving
crazy
to
is
death.
how like people still starve to death. We have so
I mean,
much,
yeah, but like,
and even
Yeah,
and
we sound like fucking privileged AF right now.
oh, we are. We live in America. That immediately makes us so.
we're
privileged.
talking on a microphone hooked to a $1,500 computer. I would say I'm privileged.
All right, continue.
Dude, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
The point is, we're like,
The point is, I'm about to take my shirt off. I'm fucking
Do it.
hot in here. Dude.
you won't.
We're all taking our shirts off right now.
Have Naked Podcast. Title.
But anyway, I think like so now people are struggling with like identity and introspective stuff more than like
Yeah.
that other
Which
stuff.
is-
So that's why we have like people like acting
Which
out
I think,
like that.
again, I think which comes to the point of what I was, which actually that makes a lot more sense what I was
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
before, where we're making up problems. It's close to, we have nothing to worry about, so
Yeah.
now we're worried about like dumb shit that makes no sense, that
Yeah.
doesn't really affect your life.
Exactly.
Another topic.
Segway?
Segway. So that made me think of so there's a lot of I'm gonna bring up mindfulness.
Asterisks, taking off the shirts actually helped a bit.
I'm gonna bring up
Asterix.
I'm gonna bring up mindfulness as an example. There's like a bunch of people on the side that think it's bullshit, and a bunch of people that are like, "This is the best thing ever." I don't care what you think. Don't.
What are you talking
hit
about?
me.
Explain this to me.
Like mindfulness, as in being in the moment now.
Oh, yeah.
And like that's a big buzzword.
When everyone,
Hold on, I'm
when
checking my
everyone,
Snapchat.
When everyone holds their phone up and records something,
Yeah.
I hate that so much. Like
hold
it
on,
worked. Like it worked.
hold on, guys. Pause the podcast.
Who is that?
I'm showing Justin the Snapchat.
Who is that?
What's
It's not
Snapchat?
important.
Okay. So, basically, it's that you say people are being more, or you say people are being more introspective
Because they know which
and
one you're
everything
pointing
now.
to.
But at the, but
Dab.
at the same time, I feel like there's a bunch of like things that kind of pop up, like health wise and like emotionally wise that like fade away. Like I don't know if I like.
All I hope is like 90% of the movements that exist right now, I hope they disappear within the next 5 years.
Okay, so the thing with
or they just become normal. Like, you ever play Deus Ex?
Yes.
I think what Deus Ex got, which kind of works in this sense, is Deus Ex, there's like this whole movement where people start becoming part robot and shit like that, where they start using all that stuff. And like Deus, I don't remember the exact thing or whatever, but it's like kind of not really shunned on, but it's kind of like something weird. And then it eventually becomes like normal, where it's part of everyday life. I hope like the LGBT community, at some sense, they kind of realize that who fucking cares, and people just stop giving a shit about it, and they stop like pushing stuff and making them whatever, and it just becomes a thing where we don't have to worry about it anymore. People don't have to run around with these flags and feel privileged.
People have to stop caring,
but people won't. Dude, there's a magazine called People Magazine, and all it does is take pictures of famous people and talk about nonsense. As long as that magazine exists, we will never advance as a culture.
People Magazine, you heard it? Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you, People Magazine. Oh my god. Like, if we still have television shows where white women sing songs that are rapped by black men, and that's seen as like an entertaining television show, and that's shown as culture, we have died as a culture.
Where are we mentally?
Wait, why wasn't mad at a white woman though?
But then there's also like, you know, you talking about Glee? The big beefy? No, it's like no. This is like a game show.
What?
And then like big beefy dudes will sing like a song sung by a woman, and this is seen as a culture television show. This is the end of culture.
Who sees it as cultured?
Everyone. Actually, funny enough, I think
there will always be a place in society for dumb entertainment. We have had midget wrestling.
No, see, I'm cool. Like, no. That there can be things that are.
You say midget wrestling?
Yeah. That's on like you. You can find that on YouTube though.
But
I'm saying things like that need to exist on YouTube, not like paid, fully produced television show.
It doesn't matter where they exist.
Hey, Jake.
They need to.
Jake.
What?
Can I just make an argument here?
Okay.
About how we've reached utopia. I'm gonna argue that we are in utopia right now.
Why?
We have midget wrestling.
Yo, you're right. We have websites that we can see naked girls get fucked. Yo, I think that's utopia.
And midget wrestling.
Okay, at the same time.
Do you think utopia can actually exist if like everyone worked perfectly?
Fuck no.
No.
Yeah, never.
Because there's too many humans.
Because communism was a shot at that, and you see where that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not possible.
Okay, not even that there's proof of it like not happening. I was thinking this like when I was going to pick up my daughter today, and I was like, cause I don't know. I think I saw a deer on the side of the road, and it was like a baby deer. And
you started thinking about stuff.
For some reason, like a thought just went through my head, and I was like, that thing's really cute, but it could be like mauled by something as soon as it. Like,
it could die right now.
And I'm like, and then I was like, why is everything so fucked up for a second? And then I thought about it, and I was like, for me, like, you know, a lot of people might have in their head like world peace would be everybody like getting along. But like your idea of getting along might be different. Like so extreme example, like Gandhi's idea of getting along might be completely different from Hannibal Lecter's.
Yeah.
So like
that makes sense.
Yeah. So like a utopia can't exist because if a utopia were to exist, you would have to eliminate a certain type of people.
Yeah.
And that's never going to happen.
But here's the thing with the utopia. There was when I was at the Art Institute, I had to read like this weird poem story thing for English class. And it was the idea that in order for everyone to be equal, if someone was good at something, they would restrict it physically. So if someone had a pretty face, they'd wear a metal thing around their head. If someone was good at dancing, they wore like steel boots. So the idea was in order for
everyone would be the same.
In order for it to be utopia, everyone had to be the same. And I think in the story, the main guy, like, he ends up like killing himself at the end, or he shoots someone in the chest with a shot. It's like this weird story. Someone might know what I'm talking about. I guess it's pretty big. But the entire idea is if everyone wanted to be equal and perfect, everyone would have to just be gray. Yeah. You ever watch Fairly Odd Parents? Remember how there's the cons where everyone's just boring and everything's gray?
Yeah.
That would be utopia.
Yeah.
It would be the existing world of cons and Fairly Odd Parents. I haven't seen that show in super long. I don't know why that was the reference I used, but it got...
It was the most accurate one.
It was the most accurate,
I think it's a very, like, human thing to, like, strive for not just a perfect world, but what people define as the image of the life they want to have. Or anything.
Yeah, okay,
and
because the idea of a perfect world would be totally different between how I would see it and someone who's super LGBTQ community based.
Like the idea that,
I don't think they even know what they want.
That depending
I don't think
they change it every couple months.
If you ask them, I don't think they could tell you.
I kind of like the idea that depending on...
Justin, no. Fuck you. Me and Jake are having a conversation.
I gotta get it out.
They're trans utopia.
Oh.
I had to laugh through to get that one out. It wasn't even that good, but worth it.
Okay, so I kind of like the idea I think it's kind of true in a way. I might be wrong. Who cares? That
You're wrong.
Like depending, like not even who cares. Like it's seen in like spirituality. It's seen in everything. That whatever kind of, if it's just the universe or anything, like nothing gives a fuck about what happens, and humans' existence is not...
Humans' existence is so minuscule compared to everything that's existed.
Okay, so we're made to create meaning out of everything. And we create all this meaning, but it's like... nothing would happen.
If you were to
we
go
weren't
to a
here.
beach, and you picked up a pinch of sand, that's our existence compared to everything that's ever existed.
Maybe even smaller.
That's what I'm saying. Like, one sand... like speck to the entire, just all of the beaches, and you're just on one beach. That one speck is human existence compared to everything that is and will be.
I'm a Christian, and I don't really agree with that. If I'm gonna be brutally honest.
But like, we need to meet aliens one day and get the fuck off Earth, because the sun's gonna blow up one day and we're all gonna die. Not in my
okay,
lifetime.
hold on. I have a
hopefully.
question. If someone walked up to your house tomorrow, it's 10 o'clock.
AM,
You like
AM or PM?
AM. You just woke up.
Okay.
You're like you meandered into the kitchen shirtless to get a snack, right?
Yeah.
You're not wearing.
Someone
you're only
came
wearing
to,
shorts.
Someone came to the front door.
Black SUV didn't even go down your driveway. Pull up in the grass in your front yard. They don't give a fuck.
Okay.
They're just there. They walk up, burst through your front door, and say hey, and hold out like a piece of paper and say, if you sign this, you're going to Mars.
No, fuck that. That's not for me. No.
Okay, topic.
See, here's the thing, and I think some people think other people are crazy that they want to go to Mars.
I completely understand.
See, here's the thing. Some people just don't belong here. Like,
Okay.
there's some people who just sit in their room. Like, I mean, I just
Yeah,
describe
like
myself,
Justin.
sit in my room all day and do nothing. But some people
I don't
really find an interest in that. So if they
belong
want to... So if they feel like...
I'm a creep.
Oh, my God.
I'm a
Weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I don't
Belong here.
I wish I was special.
Okay, back to topic.
Some people, like, I know there's, like, I've actually talked to some people who feel like they can't do anything, like, they don't feel like they can be productive.
Not with that attitude.
In Earth, like, they feel like there's nothing that they're really good at that would be productive for humankind. So they were like, if someone walked up to me and said, do you want to go to Mars? I'd say yes.
Okay,
Even though it's like a 25-year journey.
Yeah,
there,
you
or
have
some
to.
crazy
Also,
shit.
and also, you have to study
What
like
the
rocks.
fuck are you gonna do on a spaceship for
Question.
however many years it is?
Question real
I
quick.
couldn't.
And
Spend
then when
a
you
year
get there,
in my
you
room.
look at rocks.
I have like 6 or 7 consoles in my room. I couldn't sit in this room for a year and do nothing.
Okay,
what the
so
fuck are they gonna do?
I understand.
Look at rocks.
I
but
can,
on the spaceship there, it's like 5 years.
Look at blackness.
That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
I can
Like, what
try
do you
to
do?
understand-
It'd be cool for half a minute, and then you'd be like, "Fuck this."
I can try to understand those people's mindset being like. Okay, I can. Oh my god, that smells so bad.
That's at face level. It smells gross.
Okay, so I can try
It's
to.
so much hotter.
I can try
here
to
now.
understand those people's like viewpoint of I would go to Mars, but at the same time, they have no idea what they're going into.
No, they could literally like
They could possibly go
entire-
insane
the
on that
entire
trip.
ride there is Russian roulette.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could get hit by an asteroid on the way there.
They could go
there.
insane. Someone could be a
That's what I'm
fucking
saying,
serial
the
killer that
insanity
just
thing.
wanted to murder all of them.
There would have to be
Movie
crazy.
plot idea.
How
They
does
probably screen that a little bit at least. They're probably like, hey, have you ever killed anyone?
You can only.
I think they at least ask
You
that.
can only screen a psychopath so much.
Oh, here's my. How long would it take?
I don't think actual people exist like that.
How long would it take?
They do.
How long would it take to
They're-
get data from like here to Mars and back?
Wait,
But hold on. On the more serious
Like,
note,
in
I'm
a-
pretty sure that fart like rose the temperature by at least
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
5
saying.
degrees.
I like shit my pants in the
God damn
microphone,
it.
and it's so much. What is it now? It's 86 degrees in this room.
Yeah, whoa, I was right.
I have both windows open.
Why you do that?
And we can't turn fans on because then you'll hear it all.
You'll hear every single blade.
And we're using one microphone, so we're probably kind of quiet, except Daniel because he's like right in front of him.
I'm really loud too.
Yeah, I'm fucking leaning back. And
So
stuff. I'm
hopefully,
getting too
so we
comfortable.
plan on getting a multiple mic setup soon, so it's not.
Yeah, I want my own mic to kiss.
You can kiss my mic.
Yo, I feel like in like 30 minutes, this room will smell like sweat.
I have to sleep in this room tonight.
Yo, you're gonna sleep in.
I'm gonna sweat to death.
You're
tonight.
gonna sleep in hella sweaty.
Dude,
night
I'm gonna
and
wake
smell.
up with a sweat shadow under me. It's gonna be gross.
I don't remember what we were talking about before I brought up the fart.
Mars
Yo,
or
I got a
something.
It's
Snapchat
gone.
from Bree. Doesn't matter.
It's all
I
no,
have no idea.
never.
Justin, I just realized how nice your calves are, dude. Like I think because I never really pay attention, but you have really nice calves.
Thanks.
Mine are like yours,
There was
except
this-
stretched out
There's
Yeah.
this
'Cause you've
store.
had
and less muscular.
There's this store in my mall called CEX. I like to call it sex. It's like used games and stuff like that. There's this guy there that works there. He's probably a few years older than me. I think his name's Jim. Could totally be wrong. He has some of the sweetest fucking legs I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god.
He has he's juicy.
Oh,
ass
you mean
calves.
Jimmy Sweet
Funny
legs.
enough, I didn't find this
Jimmy
out.
Sweet
I did not
legs.
find this out myself. I was told by the manager of that store. I was recommended
oh.
juicy legs.
Ooh.
Oh
He
my
was like,
God.
I don't even know how it came. I was working at Hot Topic at the time, which is like a good 25 steps from CEX.
good at
And
least.
the manager
25,
came
huh?
over to like fuck around with my manager, and he said something about like, yeah, this guy Jim that works there, he has really sweet calves. So you should go check them out when you have a chance. So I took my 30 immediately. And the first thing I did was go over there and hunt down this Jim guy. I don't even know if his name's Jim. That's what I'll just call him.
He's Jimmy.
He had the
Sweet legs.
sweetest calves I think I've ever seen on a man before.
Oh my
and this
God.
guy was I would give him a 7 out of 10 looks.
But his
Calves 11 out of 10. Like they were juicy.
See, I'm
and
11.
he would be a 4 out of 10, but the
Dude,
calves.
his calves would make the best sandwich a man would ever eat.
Yo, I'm 11 out of 10, but my calves are 7 out of 10.
Dude, I bet with his calves he could actually make a sandwich.
Dude, probably.
Yo,
Like out of meat and bread and such
so
things.
you guys need to figure out a conversation. I'm gonna go piss.
Let's just talk about
Yeah.
how much we fucking hate Jake.
Yeah. No, go. You're good.
I'm gonna hear this before he gets up.
Yeah. No, you're good.
So,
Yeah, so how do you think he pees? Do you think he sits down or no?
It's probably, honestly.
Do you think he just does it in the shower?
Okay, so guys, Jake's wearing like some hella like American flag on his junk right now. So if you're looking for some patriotic dick,
That's
this
where
is-
you look.
This is an advertisement.
It
right now.
soars like an eagle.
Yo, it fucking flies.
It flies across the sky.
Yo, trying to get them stars and stripes, girl.
It makes sure you hang it high where everyone can see it,
Yo, if we're
so it
really
can
quiet,
blow in
can-
the wind.
If we're really quiet, can we get Jake peeing on the mic, or you think he's too far?
I think,
I think he's too far.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't get to hear it today, but maybe one day.
Maybe one day we'll just bring the mic in there
Yeah, if
and
we
we'll
get-
have it right there.
If we get like a wireless mic or something, you'll definitely hear Jake.
I'm gonna sit in his chair.
Jake got a new gaming chair. It's hella fucking classy.
It's really sweaty.
Oh, dude, lean back real quick. I'm gonna show you something. Just lean back on the chair.
What is
God.
happening? What are you guys doing? Did
What?
you even talk about anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get.
You took a screenshot of something in the car the other day that we needed to talk about, and I can't remember what it was. Go look for it. I think it was probably Hot or Not or Tinder related.
Hey, me and Justin are in a club now.
What club?
Are we talking about?
Yeah, it's secret. You can't
Are
know.
we
You're not
talking
in it.
about what is celibacy?
Yes.
What's celibacy?
Okay.
What is
Just-
celibacy?
So in my Tinder shenanigans,
Going
I
way
swipe,
back to-
I swipe
Going
right.
way
number
back.
one.
Going way back 3 weeks.
Yeah. 3 weeks. Not 3
No, this
weeks.
was like 3 days.
This
2 days
was-
ago. 3 days ago.
Was it even 3 days
Was it
ago?
yesterday?
It was yesterday. I'm
You probably
pretty sure.
unmatched them.
No,
It was yesterday. Oh my god, it was
Okay,
yesterday.
Daniel, I'll let you read this while I'm telling the story because it's literally just one thing.
Can I read it out loud so they can?
No. He has to tell the quick story.
Okay, so
Wait,
the
we
whole
already,
class.
we already talked about this.
it's not even. Okay, so I'm. Daniel just fucking chucked my phone on the bed. So I'm swiping. I swiped through and I swipe right on this girl, and I didn't look at her profile. So I go back and read her profile. And in the profile, it says, I'm practicing...
Wait, hold on. Did you match with them?
Yeah,
And then...
I matched with
Okay.
her. And in her profile, it says, I'm practicing celibacy. Which, first of all, why are you on Tinder if you practice in celibacy?
What?
Bro?
Okay.
She just wants to find...
Explain
so
to me
if
what
you
this
don't know
is.
what celibacy is, celibacy
Like me.
Don't
is
have sex till marriage.
You don't have sex till marriage.
Why are you on Tinder?
Yeah, that's the question. So, I decided to... Okay, so...
Did you
She's sexually mute.
Yeah.
Hold on. Please just tell me you messaged her, will you marry me?
Fuck no. No. So this was my first message to the girl.
Divorce was invented for a reason.
Hold on. Yo, it's expensive.
No, I need to pull up the screenshot.
That's
I'll
true.
put the screenshot like on the.
Yeah. Hey
Yeah.
guys, look at this screenshot.
So I said, "What does celibate mean? Is that a vegetable?"
Oh my god.
So we were at a bowling alley where we play pool very regularly, and it wasn't super crowded, but it was crowded enough. And me and Justin were crying. You know, we were laughing.
It's
so hard at this.
At the time, it was fucking
At the
hilarious.
time, we laughed super hard.
Oh my god.
We were dying.
Because it was funny because I didn't know he was gonna do that. I thought he was just gonna ask what is celibacy. I thought he was just gonna
And
ask.
then you
what
watched
is-
it type it
what
out.
is- what is celibacy? And then out of nowhere, he was like, I asked if it was a vegetable, and I fucking was gone. I started laughing so hard. It was like the funniest thing.
It does kind of sound like a vegetable.
That's what I said. That's why I thought it was so funny because I was like, it's like celery.
Yeah.
Celibacy totally
Yo,
could be
can
like.
I tell them my other pickup line that got hella rejected?
Yes. Wait, is this the name one?
You gotta hold on. You gotta whisper it soothingly into the microphone.
I can't whisper it. I'm laughing. Hey girl, are you into Dragon Ball Z? Cause I'm trying to go on a date with you.
So good.
Yo, she said no. By the way.
Oh my god.
She said
Why
no,
did she?
and then she
Because I
unmatched
asked
you.
for a number.
Didn't she unmatch you?
Silas.
That's
Silas.
all you.
Silas said I was moving.
Did you hear what you just did? You went.
Silas said I was moving too fast because I asked her for her number right after that.
Really?
She
Yo,
said, okay, she said that was cute, and I was lamely because I was fucking around. I was like, was it cute enough to get your number? She said no.
Oh yeah, okay, I do.
Straight up.
Guys,
No.
I don't think that's bad.
No,
I
but
would have
she-
said that. Okay, hold on. You should have
Hold
been
on,
like.
there's this one. Hold on, where's my phone? Because I had a really good. I found someone on Tinder. Hold on, where's
He's
my-
going. He's on the move. Jake is
I
on
have
the
a-
move.
I have a sex message.
Is there anything in this bowl?
No, it was my ice
Yo, how
cream.
long have we been recording?
Almost an hour.
Holy shit.
You're okay.
We might need to
Where is this? No, we're not editing. This is all going up.
No,
okay.
I mean
so
record
let me.
to it.
It's a bit of a paragraph. No, I won't even say the whole paragraph. But
Oh, it's a
basically, it's like it's a bunch of lines of just random
Are you
stuff.
gonna wait? Are you gonna put
that's
this
just
up there?
I don't make the. Yeah, I'll put it up.
All
All right,
right.
so you can see it. I don't make the rules. I just want to do the right thing. Basically, at the bottom it says, if you get my secret message, you can kick me at, and then it's like her kick. And I kicked her, and it's actually not a real it's like it's like a real person. It's not this account. But the first letter of every sentence says, I do butt stuff. Seriously, put things inside my asshole. And I thought that was the funniest thing. Because it's like, if you got my secret message, and I took a very quick glance, and I realized that the first thing was all caps. I thought it was the funniest. Not putting that in.
Wow. Yeah, Justin. Why'd you have to go off?
Just so you know, he just wrote the Pope's name in his death note.
Yeah, we can't really keep Justin in control. He tends to just
No. Yo, we're
super vulgar.
Okay, so we took our shirts off probably I don't even know how long.
Yo,
ago.
I'm
we're
comfortable.
We're all slightly damp. We're all
You can
slick-
see just the drop.
Still
We're
hasn't
all
opened
slick
that
enough that
Snapchat
we
yet.
got into a either sexually or platonic
sorry.
Like
I think it's sexual.
probably sexual wrestling match right now. We just slip off each other. Like
Yeah.
we don't even
wrestling
need
attire.
we don't even need oil. What?
From those fucking shorts.
Don't insult the flag.
Yeah, I'm wearing American flag shorts, and I was wearing.
No, they know.
An American.
They know.
No, they know.
They know.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you guys know. Oh my god.
We had a little bit talky about it.
Hey, should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, we forgot to do that.
Yeah. Let's do it right now.
Right now.
Do you think we should?
An hour in. I'm Jake. I'm the blonde guy
I'm Daniel. I'm the hot guy.
with the bandana.
Yeah.
I'm Daniel. I'm the ugly guy. Nah, my name's Justin. I'm just a fucking sexy ass dad over
Did you mean the black guy?
I was gonna say that.
We're gonna have to cut here because I'm about to shove my cock up Jake's ear.
Cock shoved.
It was delightful.
I'll take it. I did take it. Took it all the way. Mom, don't know.
Mom.
Jake's mom.
Mom.
My mom doesn't even have an hour to spend listening to this. So
Yeah, no, she'd cut away in the
What if she
first
skipped-
5.
Does
Yeah.
anyone have an hour to listen to this?
I
No
don't
one's
think
gonna-
I don't think I have a single friend that would sit for an hour and maybe my friend Adam.
We might have to.
Adam,
cut
if
it
you
down.
made it this far and you're actually like listening to this,
You get to kiss me.
thank you.
Oh, yeah, and thank you.
I'll.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on a little bit more organized podcast.
Why would we organize?
Why?
Our
No,
podcast?
this is
Or
perfect.
I guess I'll
We
bring
just
al-
gotta-
What didn't you like
I
about
guess
this?
I'll bring alcohol next
You're
time
out.
and just go straight to chaos.
Okay.
Next time we'll do it drunk.
We have to do it shirtless every time, though. That's now a requirement.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Every podcast.
We need to
needs
take a
be-
picture every time
Ha-
we do
oh,
it too, and just
hold
like
on. Every podcast needs to be half naked. It doesn't have to be shirt. It has to be. We have to have it only 2 items of clothing on at a time.
So can I do half naked by like splitting my clothes in half so I have one?
As long
pants
as it's
leg
only 2
and-
pieces of clothing.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, if it's underwear shorts, that's it. It could be t-shirt underwear,
I'm gonna come
t-shirt,
in a Speedo
and
day.
one sock. Socks count as 2. It could be just socks.
I like the rules. You sound like one of those summer camp counselors trying
Yeah.
to explain the socks count as
Yeah.
2.
You only
That
get
means you,
yeah.
Jimmy.
You only get 1 warning.
Yeah.
If you get a second warning, that is timeout. Kevin, I'm talking to you. You slimy little bitch.
Yo, so
Kevin,
I went
talking
to-
you, you
And
slimy-
Elizabeth, if you fuck more than 1 camp counselor this year, it's over. I'm calling your mom,
And I don't count.
and you're getting. I'm the only exception here.
we don't want that gonorrhea incident again. Okay, so like summer camp, we went to like Maui when I was little, and there was a summer camp in we stayed at like,
That's in Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's big-
and we stayed at the Ritz-Carlton in Maui,
Whatever that
and so
is.
we had like it's a fucking fancy ass hotel. So they had like a kids summer camp there. And like at the summer camp, there was like a GameCube and Nintendo 64, and everyone was just like running around.
What the crap kind of summer camp is that?
It was pretty cool. It was just like a place to put your kids when you wanted
Hawaii's
to go do rich
always
people
summer
stuff.
though, so it's
But-
just Hawaii camp.
I guess so.
Okay,
But,
yeah, you're right.
So the counselor comes in.
Yeah, they live in Hawaii.
They have
winter
Let's
camp,
go to
fall
Hawaii
camp,
for the
spring
summer.
camp.
So the counselor comes in, and I was terrified.
It's like December. Let's go summer camp in Hawaii.
Let's go out in the snow in our trunks, kids.
Let's go to Hawaii camp.
You live in Hawaii.
Okay,
Let's
so
go to Hawaii camp.
so it was some daycare or some shit. Who cares? So,
I love how like
He got
I love how he
frustrated.
defended it even though we weren't attacked yet.
no, so the camp.
It's cool, guys.
Whatever.
The whoever dude comes in, like the dude looking after us.
The
camp guy.
counselor,
camp
fucking-
counselor.
The Hawaii camp counselor came in, and so I was terrified of this dude because the first thing he said to us is, "If you guys act out, I'm gonna hang you up in the closet by your toenails." And I was that was the
Is that to the black kids or?
No, just everyone. That was the most vivid mental image I've ever had in my life.
Oh my god!
Because
How old were you?
I think I was like fucking 5.
Oh
That was the
my
age where you thought it was
God.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like,
you
I
thought
was
he would actually do
terrified of
that.
it.
Well, at least you didn't fuck around, did you?
I did. I have my toenails still on me. I was not hung by them.
I mean, you might just have strong toenails.
True.
I mean,
or you're super light. You're a midget.
Hey, do you know the wrestle? Do you want to look up something right now?
Bring it up, I was
so, I watched, or not watched, I listened to, 106.5, I think it is, and they were fucking talking about how Amos's...
What is 106.5?
It's a fucking rock radio station.
Oh.
So they were talking about how Amos's South End in Charlotte is, like, closing down
Yeah,
soon.
dude, that's been closing down for 2 years.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's been closing down?
It's
Amos
like a
South End?
venue.
It's a concert venue.
Yeah.
I heard something.
They were supposed to close down like 2 years ago.
So like they keep advertising like the last show of midget wrestling, and I just want to imagine that one like dude sitting in his car and being like, "Fuck, the last midget wrestling show."
This is the last one.
What? He just calls this one, "Honey, we gotta get tickets."
And I imagine this guy thinks that this is the last one ever, not just at this venue. Like, this will be the only midget wrestling to ever exist in the rest of mankind. Honey, this is the last one. There will be no more. I need to take this and the weekend off.
I have to see the Tiny Terror.
This requires a whole month. Honey, let's celebrate.
We need to reorder that macho mask right now.
Yeah. This is the last time midgets will ever fight.
He just
Ever.
fucking, he
For our
just fucking
entertainment.
tells his kids they're not going to school that day because they have to come see it.
Yo, do you think?
Hold on, can we start a GoFundMe for a coliseum of sorts where
what else do we have?
I think we're done for today. We have an hour. I
mean, we talked about midget wrestling, so I think we're good.
I don't think we need to overstay our time.
We covered midget wrestling, and we're good.
Yeah, we might want to shorten.
We got midget wrestling. I think we're good to go.
Yeah. We might need to shorten our next podcast.
Can we just?
Why? No, longer.
Wait, can
Why
we
would we
change
shorten it?
Wait, can we change this to? Wait, hold on. Can we change this? The name to midget wrestling?
Yes. Cause like hella, we don't have that.
Can we put slow-mo videos of midget wrestling?
That'll be the whole video itself. We'll just
because like our
you know how long it'll take to up? It'll probably take forever to upload.
No, but just take one little clip of midget wrestling and stretch it out through the whole thing.
Oh
so it's like
so
a frame is like 3 seconds.
Yo, you better that our one fan might be off put by hour-long podcast.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. Bye.